Welcome back to the Harchava podcast and to day 13, our bonus episode. If you have been here since day one, you know this has been quite the journey. 12 days, 12 tribes, 12 months, but we're not done yet because the final tribe, the 13th, is Levi. Now, Levi didn't actually bring their own offering. They collected everyone else's. And that right there is the portal that we're stepping into today. From personal alignment into collective service, from private healing into public light. We're doing the work for ourselves to become vessels for something far, far greater. Levi didn't inherit any land in Eretz Israel. They weren't given a territory to claim or to build. Their job was something else entirely: to serve, to sing, to carry the Mishkan, to hold sacred space on behalf of the entire Jewish people. They moved through the nation not to lead it, but to elevate it. And that's the invitation of today. Because Levi represents the part of you that is here for something bigger. Not in a flashy external way, but in a way that says, I'm willing to live in alignment. I'm willing to embody holiness. I'm willing to be a light. Now, there's something interesting about Levi's Nasi reading, the reading for the Parsha of Nasi for today. It doesn't list out Levi bringing gifts or animals like the other tribes. It lists all of the donations from all of the 12 tribes that Levi collected. And then it ends with Hashem's instructions to Aaron about lighting the menorah. Kind of random. The menorah, we know, is the light that stayed burning throughout the night. The light that symbolized presence and clarity and soul, and that's no accident, because Levi's offering wasn't a physical offering. It was the offering of light. And what is light really? It's not noise, it's not force. It's something that makes space for others to be able to see clearly. It doesn't overpower anything, it just reveals what's already there. And that's what our lives can actually become. So this is not like a spotlight. It's a menorah. It's a soft presence of light, but one that is so bright that it lights up the entire world around it. This is a presence that makes room for others to reconnect to themselves and to Hashem. And that's the Geula paradigm. It's not about one shining person, but it's about a world that is slowly lighting up because of how we as individuals choose to live. And this year, this day actually carries even more weight because of how the calendar falls. So we're actually burning our chametz on the same day that we read the Nasi for Levi, and that doesn't happen very often. Now, it's obviously not coincidence, because chametz, leavened bread, represents ego. It represents expansion beyond healthy boundaries. It represents the part of us that puffs up a little bit with fear, with insecurity, with the need to please others, with the need to control. And Levi is the opposite of that. Levi is presence without performance, power without ego, service without self-erasure. So we're being asked on this day to do both, to burn the chametz and also step into our own fire, our own light, to step into the Levi energy, to let go of the pieces that keep us separate and inflated and rigid, so that we can remember what it is to be a vessel for holiness. But I really want to clarify that this is not about disappearing into spiritual martyrdom. That is not what Levi was all about. It's about living in a way that makes the world more whole. It's about creating a dir v'tachtainim, a dwelling place for the divine right here in the realness of our lives. It's about embodying the Geula paradigm. It's about living not for validation or for escape, but with deep alignment to your soul's unique mission on this planet. Levi doesn't do the work to be impressive. Levi does the work to be available, to be a conduit, to carry light, to carry others. And so can we. So let's drop into the body now. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just let your shoulders drop. Feel your feet grounded beneath you. And imagine you're standing at the center of the Mishkan, surrounded by all of the tribes, the 12 paths, the 12 energies, the 12 months of your year. You've walked through them all the last 12 days. And now you return to the center. Not because you're special, you are special, but because you're available, because you're ready to carry it forward. Let yourself feel what it means to be a light, to be a menorah, a vessel not to fix or to save, but to illuminate. And while you're here, while you're centered, just gently ask yourself, what would it look like to live Geula in my life? Not in theory, but in presence, in how I show up, in who I'm being on a day-to-day basis. What would it look like to be someone who lives with enough clarity and alignment that others feel permission to come closer? Let that settle in. This is not about adding more to your plate. This is about becoming the kind of person who walks through the world as a quiet invitation for others to step into their wholeness also. You've walked the 12 gates of preparation for this. So today, as we burn our chametz, we let go of what doesn't belong so that we can carry what does. I want you to know that you are not too much. You are not behind. You are not on your own. You are part of a collective movement of souls learning to live with more light in this era of Geula. This is Levi. This is the menorah. This is your offering to the world. Thank you so much for journeying with me over the past 13 days. We've touched so many different topics. We've made space. We've remembered who we are. And now on the edge of Pesach, we release the last of those crumbs, and we remember that our lives are not separate from redemption. They are how redemption arrives. This is how we step into Geula, individually and collectively. So I want to wish you all of the blessings. May you walk into Pesach radiant and rooted and ready to receive everything that Hashem has coming for you this year. Thank you so much for joining me. Chag Kasher v'sameach, a freilichen and kosher Pesach. And I will see you all next week as we start a brand new journey into the 7 sefiros as we move through the counting of the Omer. I will see you all soon. Good yontif.